Now, as India works quietly to protect its own strategic interests in the Middle East, including the supply of energy, a political row has erupted at home. The Congress party has now demanded that Parliament should pay an obituary tribute to Iran's former supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, who was killed in an American and Israeli airstrike on the 28th of February. Jayaram Ramesh, senior Congress leader, has questioned as to why the Prime Minister and the External Affairs Minister have not issued a strong public response and why Parliament has not recorded an obituary reference just as yet for Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Now let's take you through what the Congress party's criticism is. They've basically said that the Prime Minister directly has not spoken about Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's killing. He's remained silent about it. So has the External Affairs Minister. That's the Congress party's claim. The Parliament is yet to have an obituary reference. That's the demand that's now been made by the Congress party. Raisi death has been mourned by the Modi government in the past. Raisi, of course, is the reference to Ibrahim Raisi, the former president of Iran, who was killed in a helicopter crash in 2024. The Congress party is also asked as to why is there hesitation on the part of the current dispensation here in India to mourn Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. India has condemned Iran's attacks. This is, of course, a reference to the co-sponsoring on the part of India, along with 105 countries, over a UNSC statement that condemned Iran's attacks on GCC states. And the Congress has also said that India has been quiet on US-Israeli strikes while it's condemned Iran strikes. Now, several opposition leaders have also backed Jayaram Ramesh's demand for an obituary reference in Parliament for Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The CPI Member of Parliament P. Santosh Kumar said that it's the duty of India as a nation to issue a statement on Ali Khamenei's death, adding that India should also present its own view on American and Israeli strikes on Iran. Congress Member of Parliament Manikam Tagore also called on the government to publicly condemn the murder of Iran's former supreme leader. Here's how several members of the India bloc are backing the demand for a Parliament obituary reference for Ali Khamenei.
We need to understand that Iran's supreme leader's murder, attack by the American and Israeli forces, we should have condemned it. The leadership elimination process which is followed by Americans is unacceptable to us, and therefore only we should be very clear that we should pass a condolence reference in the Parliament also on the late Khamenei's demise. We should not close everything for Mr. Trump's likes and dislikes.
It is the sincere duty of a country to make certain, statement on his death, because the head of a nation got killed. Iran is an independent sovereign country. We have to understand, we have to accept the sovereignty. So America has no right to intervene in that. So to that matter, India should express its views.
देखिए, हम इंडिया गठबंधन एकजुट है और जो भी बातें आती हैं उसमें हम सबकी सहमति है. अगर ऐसा उन्होंने कहा है तो सही कहा है और ऐसा करना भी चाहिए माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को.
The government has made its stand quite clear, however, that India is currently engaged in sensitive diplomatic talks with Iran aimed at ensuring safe passage for Indian-linked tankers and commercial ships in and around the Straits of Hormuz in the Persian Gulf. Last night, the Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, also spoke to the President of Iran, Mr. Mahmoud Pezeshkian. The External Affairs Minister has already spoken to his counterpart in Iran, Mr. Arakchi, thrice since the war broke out. With millions of barrels of oil and critical energy supplies passing through the Straits of Hormuz, Delhi's priority, sources say, is clear: protect Indian lives, secure energy supply chains, and avoid escalating tensions that could endanger Indian interests. So NDA allies are now pushing back against the opposition's demand. LJP MP Arun Bharti said that the government's priority at the moment is safeguarding India's own national interests, including the safety of Indian citizens, India-linked ships, and energy supply lines in a volatile region.
Any chief of a country first protects his own, and then everything else comes later. Opposition demand for this should be placed in the House for the consideration of the Speaker. It is their right, but it is also the Speaker's prerogative to decide if this will be taken up or not. We greatly mourn any casualty that happens due to war. But as a leader of a country, it is the duty of the chief to protect first his own and then prioritize other issues.
Now, the government of India has been claiming that it's putting India's interests first. And the timeline suggests that because on the 28th of February, which is when the hostilities broke out, the External Affairs Minister did speak to Iran's Foreign Minister. On the 5th of March 2026, which is 6 days after the war broke out, he once again had a conversation with his Iranian counterpart. On the 5th of March, which is again 6 days after the war broke out, Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri was at the Embassy of Iran in the national capital here, signing a condolence book at the embassy as well. On the same day, the Ministry of External Affairs, its spokesperson, put out a tweet condoling the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. 5 days after the first call with the Iranian Foreign Minister, the External Affairs Minister also once again spoke to Mr. Arakchi of Iran. And on the 11th of March 2026, India-linked tankers managed to secure a safe transit through the Straits of Hormuz towards India. On the 12th of March 2026, which is 13 days after the war broke out, the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, spoke to President Pezeshkian of Iran. Let me go across to my colleague Niyamika. Niyamika, even though the timeline of the conflict suggests that India has been in regular engagement with Iran, with the Prime Minister, of course, having spoken to President Pezeshkian as recently as yesterday, we do see the Congress not backing down. They're adamant on their demand now for an obituary reference in Parliament for Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.
Well, yes, indeed, there is a continuous pressure which is being mounted by the Congress party regarding this entire matter. We have seen that how the Congress party had been questioning the government, saying that why there is an absolute silence on the part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well as the External Affairs Minister Jayaram regarding the assassination of the Supreme Leader of Iran. But today, the way in which the Congress General Secretary and the Rajya Sabha MP, Mr. Jayaram Ramesh, has made a tweet in this regard, he has basically demanded that there should be an obituary reference which must be done on the part of the government of India regarding this assassination of the Supreme Leader of Iran. He has basically given a reference of 2024 where he has stated that when the president of Iran had died in a mysterious way, at that point in time the government had announced a one-day mourning at that, and even it was also being mentioned, it was also being raised when the parliament session had begun. But when it comes to the current scenario, there is an absolute silence on the part of the Prime Minister as well as the External Affairs Minister. So the demand which the Congress party is raising is that there should be an obituary reference which must be done on the part of the government regarding this entire matter.
Okay, so the Congress party clearly not satisfied with that gesture on the part of the Foreign Secretary or the tweet that's been put out by the Ministry of External Affairs condoling Ali Khamenei's death. They want more. Let's see what happens. We'll slip into a short break. We'll come back with more on the other side.